Hello, it's Sonia here with The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today we are going to be making another cowl. So to make this cowl, I am using my J-hook here. And you will want to use two different colors for this. So you can use a variety of yarns. I am just using this worsted weight number 4 to show you on the sample, but I already worked up a cowl. And I used a J-hook, and I also used number 5 yarn, a bulky yarn, and I don't remember the name. This is a locally spun and dyed yarn. I had went to a local yarn shop where I used to live, and I picked up this yarn there. So it's a number 5, so I'm not sure what the name of this yarn is, and I don't think it's available like universally, so but it's definitely number 5. It's a wool yarn, and I just love the colors. I've actually worn this quite a bit. I just think it's really cute, just makes me smile, and it's a lot easier to work up than you would think. So it might seem a little complicated, but it really is simple, and you can carry your colors, so you don't have to worry about cutting your yarn for each row or round. This is worked entirely in the round. So why don't we get started here. So for this cowl, you could use worsted weight yarn like I'm using here. You could use bulky weight yarn number 5 like I showed you in the one I already worked up. I'm just using a J hook here, but you could definitely use a different hook size if you were using a DK weight yarn, which is number 3. So you can definitely customize this. But you could also do the same what I did if you really like how mine looks. You could definitely use the bulky yarn, and I did use a J hook for that. Alright, so to get started, you are going to need to work a chain in a multiple of 12, and then you will add 1. So you can also make your cowl as long as you want, or as short as if you prefer a shorter cowl. Now my sample, I chained 121. But for this sample, why don't we chain 37? So it's going to be like a doll size cowl. But again, if you wanted to do the exact same measurements as mine, I did chain 121. And I did use a J hook, and I used the bulky yarn number 5. So I'm going to keep going here, chaining my 37. So again, this is a tutorial, not an exact pattern for this guy. Alright, so I have my 37 chains. So your first round, it's going to be round 1 / row 1. So we are going to start it out as a row but turn it into a round. You are going to want to work on the back bump of the chain. So in your second chain from your hook, you're just going to work a single crochet. And you are going to single crochet all the way across in the back bump for your row 1 / round 1. So I'm going to keep going working my single crochet, and I will meet you back. Alright, so I've got my first row or / round 1 of single crochet here. So now we are going to turn this into a round. So your final stitch count for your first row, you do want it to be dividable by 12. So I have 36 stitches here, because 12 times 3 is 36. And so my first row in my actual cowl that I made, I had 120, so that is dividable by 12. Alright, so we're going to turn this into a circle. So what I like to do is I just like to run my thumb and my index finger down the length of the row so it doesn't get twisted, because you do not want it twisted. And then we are going to slip stitch right in that first stitch there. And now we have turned it into a round, and we're going to get ready to work round 2. So round 2, you're going to chain 4, and this is going to count as a chain 3, or there are 3 chains in there. This is going to count as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. So we need to skip our next stitch and work a double crochet in the next one. And we're going to chain 1. And we're going to skip the next stitch and work a double crochet in the next. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way around, chaining 1. So I'm going to keep going here, working my double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, for round 2. So I will meet you back at the end of my round here. Alright, I'm at the end of my round 2, so you're just going to chain 1, and you want to work a slip stitch on the top of that chain 3. So if you're having trouble, just count from the bottom. So 1, 2, and 3, and that's where you slip stitch. And then round 2 is complete. So let's work round 3. It's going to be a repeat of round 2, so you're going to chain 4. And instead of skipping the stitch, we're going to skip the chain 1 space and then double crochet in that next one. And just repeat that all the way around for round 3. And at the end of round 3, you will want to change to your other color. So I'll keep going here and then I will meet you back. Alright, so I'm going to join on top of that chain 3 to finish up round 3. But then I'm going to get my new color, which is right here, to finish off that stitch, because we are going to be using our second color, and with this project you really do need to use 2 different colors. I mean, you could do it all in one, but it just really looks a lot nicer when you have the 2. Alright, so we have our new color, so we are going to chain 4, and we're going to double crochet in that next stitch. Okay, so now we are going to chain 1, and we are going to double crochet in the next double crochet. So we're skipping that chain 1 space. And now we are going to chain 5, so now comes the fun part. So 5, and what we're going to do is we are going to single crochet in the row below us at the base of this double crochet. So not this one here, but this one over here. So it's going to be like diagonal. And so what you'll want to do is just insert your hook from the back to the front like so, and work that single crochet. So now we have that chain 5 loop right there in the base of that double crochet there, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work 7 double crochet around this loop. Okay, so we have worked our 7 double crochet. So now we are going to double crochet in this next double crochet. And we're going to chain 1 and double crochet in the next. So we're starting our repeat here, so we're going to chain 5 again. And we're going to single crochet right here at the base of this double crochet. So not the one right underneath, but the one next to it, because we want it to be kind of diagonal like that. So we're going to single crochet right there, chain 1, and work the 7 double crochet around that chain 5 space for that loop. Alright, so there is our 7 double crochet. I was having an issue with my yarn, so I needed to fix it, and then I finished up my 7 double crochet. Alright, so now we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet. We're going to chain 1, double crochet in the next. So this is our repeat here. And we're going to chain 5. And we're working that single crochet right there. And we're going to chain 1 and work 7 double crochet around that chain 5 loop. And we're just going to repeat all that all the way around. So I'm going to keep going here, just working this repeat for round 4, and I will meet you back at the end of round 4. Okay, so I'm almost done my round 4 here. I just wanted to show you how to finish it up. So we're going to chain 1. Now I am going to join on top of that chain 3. I'm going to chain 5 because we have a space here, so we need to just finish that up. So this double crochet, work that single crochet. So chain 1, work that 7 double crochet in there. Sorry, my kids are making an awful lot of noise. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so we have our 7 double crochet. So just to finish this up, you're going to then slip stitch again on top of that chain 3 to complete the round, and then we're going to switch to our other color there. So now we have completed our round here of our little fun loops. Okay, so let's work round 5. So we're going to chain 4. I'm using my other color. So let's do color A, color B. So this is color A. So there's 4 chains, and we're going to double crochet in that next stitch. Okay, so now we are going to chain 1 again. So this is our setting up here, and we are going to double crochet on top of this double crochet. So it's kind of hidden by the 7 double crochet there, but there it is. And we are going to chain 5. Okay, and so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to work that single crochet right here. Working that loop, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work 7 double crochet around that chain 5 loop. Alright, sorry, my yarn was getting tangled up. I'm having a time with this yarn. Alright, so we worked our 7 double crochet, so now we are going to double crochet in the next double crochet. So you just kind of have to move these 7 double crochet loops here around to find it. But it's not going to hurt a thing. So there we go, double crochet. And we're going to chain 1, and we're going to double crochet in the next one. So this is our repeat here. We are going to chain 5. And we're going to single crochet right here. So we're keeping with our pattern. So it's not difficult, it's just you kind of just have to move things around a little bit, but it works up pretty fast. And right now we're going to work our 7 double crochet around this chain 5 loop. Okay, so we have our 7 double crochet. So we're just going to double crochet in the next one right over here. And we're going to chain 1 and double crochet in the next double crochet. So again, I'm just moving that guy aside. And now we chain 5. And work that single crochet right here. And work chain 1 and work the 7 double crochet. So it might seem kind of complicated, but it really isn't once you get going in the pattern and just see where you need to place things. It starts to take shape, and I think it looks really nice. I love the cowl that I made with this stitch pattern. I wear it a lot. I just love the colors, and I just really like the way it looks, and just very happy with it. Alright, so you're just going to repeat that around. So you're just going to double crochet in your next double crochet, which is right here, chain 1, double crochet in the next, and then you're going to chain 5 and then work that single crochet right here all the way around. Or actually, you're going to work the single crochet here, sorry. I'm like going way down there, single crochet here. So when you're working the alternate color, you'll know where to work the single crochet because you're going to be working at the base of the other color. So I know we started off with the 2 colors here, but it doesn't really show up in the pattern. So from here on out, you will just be alternating your colors. So I'm on color A, my next color will be color B, and you're just going to be repeating row 5 for however wide you want your cowl, and then we will work on finishing it up. Okay, so I worked another row, repeating row 4 here. So I have 6 rows here. So I'm going to show you how to finish this guy off. And an easy way to count the rows, because it does get a little confusing, you can turn it on the wrong side. And then you can easily see how many rows that you have, because your single crochet, or rounds I should say. So single crochet, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So pretty simple. And on my sample here, I worked a total of, so you can see on the back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you can work as many rounds as you would like. You know, just depends on how wide you want your cowl. So when you've decided that you have enough of your, like, they look like little twirls to me, then we're gonna get ready to finish this guy up. So I have 3 twirls here. In my sample I had 5. And I actually would have made more, but I was running out of yarn, so that's why I had to cap it off at 5. Alright, so let's get ready. Once you've done working your twirls, so then you're going to work 2 more rounds. So to finish that up, you're going to want your color to be the color you started with. So I have this blue here, so I'm on this blue. Just for symmetry. I mean, you don't have to, but I just think it looks nicer. So you're going to chain 4. And then you're going to double crochet in the next double crochet. And then you will chain 1 and double crochet in the next. And then chain 1. And you're just going to repeat that all the way around. So working double crochet, chain 1 all the way around. So just move your little twirls around to find your double crochet. So I'm going to keep going here, just working this round, and then you'll have 1 more round to go, and then your cowl will be done. Okay, so I'm almost done here, and when you're done with color B, you can cut that. So once you're done your twirls, you can cut your second color. I'm not going to cut it because I'm going to reuse this yarn, but you can cut that because we won't be using it anymore. Alright, so once you get to the end of your round, you're going to chain 1 and just work that slip stitch joining at the top of that chain 3. And then you have one more round, so we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in that same stitch, and then single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the double crochet. So you're just going to work a single crochet in each stitch, and that includes the chain 1 space. So make sure you work your single crochet in your chain 1 space and in your double crochet. And then once you're done, you can join with a slip stitch, and then your cowl will be all done. And then you just need to weave in your ends, and if you need to block it, you can certainly feel free to block your project. And again, here is my sample that I already worked. I really love how it turned out. I think it's super cute, kind of whimsical and fun, and I've already worn this quite a few times. I really enjoy wearing this one. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.